Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here to continue the lessons in the workbook of A Course in Miracles. And today we are on lesson 122. And today's lesson reads as follows. Forgiveness offers everything I want. That's everything I want. And it says, what could you want forgiveness cannot give? Do you want peace? Forgiveness offers it. Do you want happiness, a quiet mind, a certainty of purpose, a sense of worth and beauty that transcends the world? Do you want care and safety and the warmth of sure protection always? Do you want a quietness that cannot be disturbed, a gentleness that never can be hurt, a deep, abiding comfort, and a rest so perfect it can never be upset? I don't know about you, but I sure do. All this forgiveness offers you and more beyond what we can imagine. It sparkles on your eyes as you awake. It gives you joy with which to meet the day. It soothes your forehead while you sleep and rests upon your eyelids, so you see no dreams of fear and evil, malice and attack. And when you wake again, it offers you another day of happiness and peace. All this forgiveness offers you and more. Forgiveness lets the veil be lifted that hides the face of Christ from those who look with unforgiving eyes upon the world. It lets us recognize the Son of God and clears your memory of all dead thoughts so that remembrance of your Father can arise across the threshold of your mind. What would you that want forgiveness cannot forgive? Forgive. I'm going to say this again. It's kind of a tricky sentence. What would you want forgiveness cannot give? What gifts but these are worthy to be sought? What fancied value, trivial effect, or transient promise never to be kept can hold more hope than what forgiveness brings? Remember, one problem, one solution, and the solution is forgiveness. Why would you seek an answer other than the answer that will answer everything? Here is the perfect answer given to imperfect questions. Meaningless requests, heartfelt willingness to hear, and less than halfway diligence and partial trust. I want to say that again. Here is the perfect answer given to imperfect questions, meaningless requests, heartfelt willingness to hear, and less than halfway diligence and partial trust. Here is the answer. Seek for it no more. You will not find another one instead. Forgiveness is the answer. God's plan for our salvation cannot change, nor can it fail. Be thankful it remains exactly as He planned. Changeless, it stands before you like an open door with warmth and welcome, calling from beyond the doorway, bidding you to enter in and make yourself at home where you belong, where I belong, where we all belong. Here is the answer. Would you stand outside while all the heaven waits for you within? forgive, and be forgiven. As you give, you will receive. There is no plan but this for the salvation of the Son of God. Let us today rejoice that this is so, for here we have an answer, clear and plain, beyond deceit in its simplicity. Look how hard we make things. This is simple, but it's not always easy, that's for sure. All complexities of the world has spun of fragile cobwebs. I'm going to read that again. All complexities of the world has spun of fragile cobwebs disappear before the power and the majesty of this extremely simple statement of the truth. Here is the answer. Just forgiveness, and forgiveness offers everything. Do not turn away in aimless wandering. That, the ego is all about our mind wandering. Just think about it. And again, we're far too tolerant of mind wandering. It says, accept salvation now. It is the gift of God and not the world. The world can give no gifts of any value to a mind that has received what God has given as its own. See, we see value in the world. We see value in the idols that we've taken on. And really, what are those idols? Each one of us need to look at that. Food is an idol. Money's an idol. It's endless, the idols of the world. But what God offers us is way beyond what we can even imagine that these idols of the world can give us. And yet we keep searching for the idols of the world. God wills salvation to be received today. And that the intricacies of your dreams no longer hide their nothingness from you. Open your eyes today and look upon a happy world of safety and peace. Forgiveness, again, is the means by which it comes to take the place of hell. What is it? It's as simple as that. This is, the most profound aspect of this course is the forgiveness. And just take a look at where do I continue to choose suffering and pain and struggle and stress, when all there is to give it over, to give it to the Holy Spirit, and the answers will be given to us otherwise. This course is all about finding a better way. So in quietness, it rests upon to greet your open eyes and fill your heart with deep tranquility as ancient truths, forever newly born, arise in your awareness. This is waking us up. Waking us up. What you will remember then can never be described. See, when we experience God, it's hard to put words to it. It's unexplainable. Yet your forgiveness offers it to you. It offers it to you, that experience. It is beyond anything that we can experience in this world. And it doesn't mean that we don't, enjoy the world, but there's something way beyond that. Remembering the gifts forgiveness gives, we undertake our practicing today with hope and faith that this will be the day salvation will be ours. We're given that opportunity today. Earnestly and gladly will we seek for it today, aware we hold the key within our hands, accepting heaven's answer to the hell we made. We've been so conditioned and programmed to suffering and struggle and stress and anxiety and fear and defensiveness and judgment and attack. But where we would remain no more. So I'm going to read that again. Earnestly and gladly, we will seek for it today. Where we hold the key. The key is forgiveness. Is the key to happiness. hold the key within our hands, accepting heaven's answer to the hell we made, but where we would remain no more. We get to choose. We need only to be willing. Morning and evening, do we gladly give it a quarter of an hour to search in which the end of hell is guaranteed? Begin in hopefulness. So we have reached the turning point at which the road becomes far easier. And now the way is short, and yet we travel. We are close indeed to the appointed ending of the dream. See, it says it only takes a quarter of an hour, but we really need to build the muscle and the discipline to actually spend that it's a quarter of an hour. And in searching, as it says, the end of hell. In spending that quarter of an hour is guaranteed that we will, find our heaven, but we have to continue to practice it. It's a matter, we get glimpses of this because we're so entertaining the ego thought system. So again, as we practice this course, we continue to undo the ego thought system. It is a process. It is a practice. It is a discipline. It is a devotion. Begin in hopefulness, for we have reached a turning point at which the road becomes far easier. And now the way is short, that yet we travel. We are close indeed to the appointed ending of the dream. Sink into happiness as you begin these practice periods, for they hold out the sure rewards of questions answered and what your acceptance of the answer brings. Today, it will be given you to feel the peace forgiveness offers. We have that opportunity today in every moment. Again, and the joy, the lifting of the veil holds out to you. Before the light you will receive today, the world will fade until it disappears. And you will see another world arise, a joyful world, a light-filled world, that you have no words to picture. We can envision it, but when we experience it, there's no words. That's what I'm up for. I want that experience that's beyond words. I have had moments of that where I can't explain. I can't explain the joy. And again, there's no words to put around it. The heaven, we call it heaven. That joyfulness, that lightheartedness. Today it will be given you to feel the peace forgiveness offers and the joy, the lifting of the veil holds. Now I was rereading something there, but I'll carry on. Now we walk directly into light and we receive the gifts that have been held in store for us since time began. Keep waiting for today. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to read this whole paragraph again. Before the light you will receive today, the world will fade until it disappears. And you will see another world arise. As I said, a world that is joyful, that is light-filled, that you have no words to picture. This is powerful, what's possible here. Now we walk directly into light and we receive the gifts that have been held in store for us since time began, kept waiting for today. It's there. It's always available to us. We need to lift the veil. We need to unblock. We need to, open our eyes from our blindness to all of this. It's possible. Forgiveness offers everything you want. Today, all things you want are given you. Let not your gifts recede throughout the day as you return again to meet a world of shifting change and bleak appearances. Those bleak appearances are all based in ego. It's all ego-driven thoughts. Retain your gifts in clear awareness as you see the changeless in the heart of change and the light of truth behind appearances. these bleak appearances. Be tempted not to let your gifts slip by and drift into forgetfulness. Now, this is what we're overcoming. We forget, and these lessons, this course gives us the opportunity to remember again. And when we forget, we have these practices to put into place and remember again who we are. So again, be tempted not to let your gifts slip by and drift into forgetfulness, but hold them firmly in your mind by your attempts to think of them at least a minute as each quarter of an hour passes. Remind yourself how precious are these gifts with this reminder, which has power to hold your gifts in your awareness through the day. Here it is. Forgiveness offers everything I want. That's everything. Today, I've accepted this as truth. Accept it deeply in your heart. Today, I have received the gifts of God. Remember, God's divine inheritance is peace, love, joy, and happiness. We need only be willing to forgive, giving it whatever over to the Holy Spirit, all our judgments, all the mistakes that we perceive that are only something to be corrected, all our anxieties, all our fears, all our confusion, all our chaos, all our stress. When we're present to it, that is the moment to give it all over. Be willing to give it over to the Holy Spirit and be willing to receive the guidance that we are receiving from the Holy Spirit that is bringing us to God. So that, the purpose of this lesson is to feel the peace forgiveness offers, and the joy, lifting of the veil holds out to you. Letting go of the ego thought system, lifting our blindness, removing those blocks to the peace and joy that's possible. All these bleak appearances change, and they change rapidly. Notice it. But the spirit within us does not change. The spirit in us never changes. It's always there. We're hiding it. We're here to lift the veil. I'm going to repeat that a few times here, or it's been repeated a few times, and I'm saying it again. Again, appearances change and rapidly, but the spirit within us does not change, having been created by the eternal, having been created by God. Forgiveness is a way of looking past the appearances, these bleak appearances, to the unchanging reality. The unchanging reality that I am spirit, that you are spirit. Again, it disregards a temporary picture, again, of the ego's mistakes and sees the Son of God. And in paragraph 3, line 1, again, it says, all forgiveness lets the veil be lifted up that hides the face of Christ from those who look with unforgiving eyes upon the world. So forgiveness is giving up all the reasons that we have built up for withholding love. I'm going to say that again. Forgiveness is giving up all the reasons we have built up for withholding love. All right. We're here as spirit to extend love. And as we forgive, let go, we have the opportunity to experience the gifts of God. Again, our divine inheritance of love, peace, and joy beyond measure, beyond anything that we can with this mind think of or put words to. All right. Go forward today to do your best to, be open and willing and aware of when the ego shows up, the ego thought system that's taking you out of your peace. That's how along the path and how I continue to, practice this course. I've become aware of when I feel out of my peace, when I'm in upset, stressed, anxious. And I know I'm not caught up in the ego thought system and I'm caught up in fear. And that in that moment, when I ask the Holy Spirit to help me see differently, to release all those thoughts, that is an act of forgiveness. That's an act of willingness that I do very, very best. And I'm offering to you as well to continue to do your very best. Because as I heal, you heal. As you heal, I heal, because we're all one. There are no private minds. There's only oneness. All right. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. This is very much a healing for me and a growth. I look back, I've done 122 lessons already by video. This has been a stretch, and I can't thank you enough for being here. But continue on your lessons. I've been through these many, many times, and each time I go through, there's, more and more of transcending the ego, more and more peace in my life. Doesn't mean I still don't have challenges. I do. But I have the principles of this course and the practices of this course to bring me back to my peace. And that peace gets to be more and more. It's more than glimpses. It's more and more experiences of peace as I practice this course. So, all right, I'll leave it at that. And I look forward to being with you in the next video for lesson already 123. And again, please like, and I appreciate, I'm receiving the comments and I appreciate the feedback. It really helps me as I go forward and as I'm, presenting these lessons to you as well. It's a real gift, and I want to thank you for that. And also, please remember to share this out to others. There are people looking for this. People that are looking for peace, joy, and love and happiness, and the course may be the path that it is for them. So please share it out. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And thank you for those of you who have. This community is building. And if you go below the video in the description, I just want you to know that I'm appreciative of any and all donations, and it gives you directions in the description below the video here on YouTube as to how to do so. In advance, thank you for that. And with much love, until our next video, bye for now.